Whoa. Good morning, or afternoon, depending on where you're at. Welcome to Magic. It's been a minute. It's been a hot second. So hot, in fact, that we got some changes. Not to anything in crazy, but we got an overlay. I have done things now. Blue or red, black or red. Give me something good. Blue or green. But hey, how's it going? Hi. This card has been kicking my butt. There's a deck with this card floating around. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, another creature gets a power boost equal to its power, and then people run it with Ouroboros. I mean, do I have an Ouroboros? Yes, standard. I probably spelled that wrong. This is fine. No, I didn't. Well, yes, I did. Yeah, this card. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a X+1/+1 counters on each creature you control, where X is this creature's power. So they run like 4 of these, and 4 of these, and just ramp up to it, and then station this or attack with it or something, buff everybody. So at least everybody's getting a 2 power buff, because this will bring this up to a 2/3, and then this will give every creature 2 power. It's silly, it's nutty. But what's not nutty, what's nice, is our Kefka deck, which has so many levels that we need to add to it. We have 13 points that we haven't used, and we're almost to rares, so it's feeling good. We're gonna win some games. We're gonna get some points, and finally unlock rares. It's gonna be good. But what I have been informed by Dublin that there's a Kirby Direct tomorrow. A Kirby Air Riders Direct tomorrow. Which one is that game? Hold on. Riders release date is just 2025, so we might see a release date announcement tomorrow. I'm gonna guess November? November seems safe. Like November 7th. Sack a creature or discard a card. I didn't realize Bone Shards really isn't that bad of a thing. Chulane, though, on the other hand. Chulane might gotta go. Wooded Foothills. Fascinating. They are off to the races with their mana dorks and the like. Ugh. Pay the 3. What do you need that badly? Ooh. Alright, your move. Do you run out Chulane? Do you think that's a good idea, opponent? No. Oh. They're running Elf Ball Chulane? That is very strange. Fascinating, even. That gives me 4 mana. I just play Kefka into removal. They probably have Wash Away, right? Like, what are the odds? They don't have Wash Away. They have swords, yeah. Take action. We're gonna discard our artifact creature. Hot. Alright, they can cast another spell. They're probably gonna cast at least one more creature, right? This is hurting me quite a bit. We still pop Tef. We drop... One, two, three, four, five, 6. We go up to 7. I think we can drop Swamp. And then we just pass. Right, I forgot about their Manifest Dread. It could be anything. They're hitting my mana. This is tough. Okay. See, I wanna... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is it like mana drain? I'll cycle. No attacks, end the turn. Fascinating. Uh-oh. Okay. A creature has now entered. Galley Greeter will trigger. We're fighting a losing battle, it feels like. Yeah, that happens. Alright. They can destroy an artifact or enchantment. They'll probably pop my Fear of... Oh, they won't pop Fear of Imposters. Interesting. Flip their Naturalist up. Well. Huh. This is not looking good. I mean, I guess I'll take a Fabro Elder. That's just a casual 8/8. Sure. Fascinating. Green, white, blue. They're doing some things. Luckily, they're at instant speed. Or not instant speed, they're at sorcery speed. But the unfortunate thing is, they might be able to... Let's Windfall try to find removal for our guy. Time Twist is not the instant speed that we need. Thopterist go kind of crazy. But maybe we just Kefka, try to find an answer, make him have to bounce our guy? Drop one, draw one, pass. Yep, that happens. Aw, they're gonna exile my Fabro Elder. Roaming Throne. Uh-oh. That's not good. They don't have enough mana to do the thing that they wanted to, though, now, right? Now they bounce Kefka. They don't bounce Kefka, okay. I forgot they just kind of go crazy. How hard are they going off, though? Druid. Which means they can now Skyclave Apparition. Which means they now have opened me up for an attack. Man, I really thought I'd get him with the negate here. Really thought negate was gonna be my answer. Green. Oh, that's... okay. Invasion. Cast. Cast, equip, attack. Because nothing has reach. Will drop Ornithopter of Paradise, draw 2. Move to blocks. They're going to block. We're just dead to clapback though, right? I guess not dead to clapback. We do have to take out the Augur of Autumn though. Hit their last card. We know it's a creature, so we can drop our Shattered States Era. Cast. Non-land permanent 4 or less. Green permanent spells I don't deal with in the slightest. Yeah, so it's gotta be Skyclave. Skyclave app, hit Augur of Autumn. Play land, pass turn, lose? I'm assuming we're losing, because they're gonna go crazy hard here. Like, they're drawing 2 cards per cast. I really wanted to hit Roaming Throne, but we can't do that. Pop an Artifact or Enchantment. They hit my flying thing so that I can't get through anymore easy. And Twitching Doll is a creature? Okay. Good game. We don't have any board wipes, so we are not winning this fight. This might have, what our one chance was fishing for a bounce spell with, or a kill spell with, Kefka hitting, and it just did not happen. Power 5 or greater, so they're almost infinite here, right? They need a 5 power creature that's cheap to cast. Well, not even that. They need a... Because that adds 2 mana. 3 mana with Lotus Cobra. So they need a 3-drop 5/5 in green? How hard would that be to pull off? What is that? Oh, it's just buffed from the Archdruid. Wherever you went, there you are. Selvala. Oi. We might just die this turn to Marwyn triggers. I think we will, actually. I guess these are monks and druids. Most importantly, I guess they're humans. Ornithopter is 1 card away from going infinite. Right. Actually, with the way their deck is right now, they do go infinite with, oh, that'll work too. They could Avacyn's Pilgrim, bounce Ornithopter, cast Avacyn's Pilgrim, rinse and repeat. They'll put 4 lands into play per cycle, potentially. So as long as they get the green, they can keep going off. Clean, minus 130. We were fighting. I wanted something more meaningful in their graveyard for the invasion of Amonkhet. It just did not happen. We cast 10 blue spells that game. 13 blue or red spells. Fascinating. Yeah, we have an Air Riders Direct on the 19th. Spicy. Choco. We got birds. We got a 1-drop, 2-drop, and Prey. Seems good. Seems less good. Whenever a bird you control attacks, huh? We're just gonna sack our courier and draw a card. We need to try to hit our 3rd land. Because we hit our 3rd land, we can find a free, we can play a Freed or Laughing Mad. Probably Laughing Mad? Because Laughing Mad lets us hold on to a Freed for Kefka. Huh. They're like a control Choco? Ah, they had to brainstorm for a 4th land, though. That gives us at least a little bit of hope. Cavern of Souls. And we get to Laughing Mad. And they had the fetch land for the anti-brainstorm lock. It's pretty good. Huh. Let's drop Quick Study. I guess we could have just Quick Studied. Wait a minute. Okay. I did not think about the fact that we could just Quick Study. That's fine. Oh, they even have Cavern of Souls on. Yeah. Yeah. Now what? Laughing Mad, find a blue source. Hope and pray? Because we have to advance our board state, is the thing. Drop Ifrit. Alright, we found our blue source, but... we're going to lose to Choco. The safe play was not casting a spell and holding up, Disruption Protocol. But we had to advance our board state, otherwise we're going to take another 4. Okay. Yeah. Because that would have actually countered their commander. We plotted it, and then since they couldn't spend mana, we could have done that. It's weird that this is a land or bird entering the battlefield trigger. Like, you would expect Traveling Chocobo to work with Choco. We are losing this battle, by the way. Just an FYI. I guess it does work with Choco, doesn't it? The Surveil lands also happen. Fascinating. I would like to humbly concede. Oh, wait, hold on. Good game. We were so choked for lands that whole game that it just did not feel good. How many cards did we draw? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of our 99, and we 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 out of 99, we found 4. I guess that's about a quarter of our deck. We just needed the ramp or something. But welcome, welcome. If you're watching, we're trying to just win 2 more times with Kefka. 2 more times, and then we can finally add rares to our deck, which means we can add board wipes to our deck. Which means we win a little bit more. Just a little bit more. But the deck started with 99 commons, pauper legal cards, and we're now getting there. We're now getting there. We have stuff like Fear of Imposters. Synthesizers or boots? We'll synthesizer, try to find a land. Sick. Now we can boot Estuary. Oh, sick. Thank you. Wait, that's until end of turn. Fascinating. Let's see. Okay, we can counter Kona this turn, which I think we will do. We're not doing much else besides that, so. Hot. Less hot. That's fine. Not much is happening over here, opponent. Not much is happening in the slightest. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. Can I do... Boom. How do you like them apples? We can't even play Unexpected Windfall. Fecund Green Shell. I'll pop that. That seems worth enough, because they've got a lot of big butts. They've showed me a lot of big butts. Last March of the Ents would have been horrible. Yup. Alright. Bone Shards gives us Yeet. Not Dead? Not Dead gives us... I guess we can do Refurbished Familiar first. Let's just see what we draw. Oh, we don't draw anything, right. That's fine. Discard... a card. Pop you. For each creature card in your graveyard? Me. Yeah, we'll drop this one. That's fine. I should have saved my fire magic. No. That's not good. Well, we'll at least take your last card. And we'll drop... Remorse? Turtle has Ward 3. Void Winnower. Gross. We can drop you now. Alright, so we'll Spark Harvest, sack a creature, hit you, pay the ward. We should have exiled it, that's fine. Surely they won't need the treasure tokens. Surely they won't need the treasure tokens for anything. How bad is this? Okay, not terrible. No. Use your mana. Alright, not terrible. Discard you. They take the trade. I guess they have the mana to spend, huh? Back to the command zone. Land. Kefka. Drop a land. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. That's never gonna be useful. I think we're winning this fight. Socket. Combat. Phantom Interference will at least make a flyer. Land. Envelope. Equipsies. End the turn. Counter it unless you pay 1. Man, am I glad I played that One Ring. 2 lands isn't terrible. Right? Discard Pactol. And then we can play land. We can... That's never gonna be relevant. Do we have anything big in our graveyard? That's a sorcery. Let's bring back our cat. Right? That's a rat, not a cat. That's fine. Let's bring back our rat. And then sack Locket. Pop it, socket. Just in case. If they had a kill spell, that would be very bad. Their guys are little guys. Got it. Exile an artifact or creature, then return it into play. Yeah, I think we win this because we just have so many creatures that we can play. And they can't block with Lumra. Yeah, that's fine. Play a Freet. Discard a land. Play Interference. Does Interference give us enough mana to do the thing we need? No. So instead we'll play Oni. Oops. Whoops. That was, awkward. That was real awkward, huh? Well, we can pop Lumra here, it's fine. Oh, whoops. I forgot that this was not just a cost reducer. I forgot it had extra lines of text. That was really awkward. It's fine. We're now winning. Sure. That was almost a fatal blunder. I really shouldn't, however. Yeah, I guess I had to do that, huh? Alright, play Firewall Weaver, stopping their upkeep. I think we win. Okay. Because now we can just flip Kefka. I guess we don't win-win, do we? So instead we'll just draw more cards. Play to their outs. Fair enough. Can't blame them for that. See if we draw anything that can end this game. No. Wait. Yes. I completely forgot that I played Fireweaver. Okay. There's one. There's one. We have, one level left. And then we get our rares. Okay, on to the next one. Let's keep on trucking. I cannot wait to add board wipes. That is one of my favorite things about level up decks, is when you get to that level 25 and it's like, oh, we can finally deal with mass board states. We don't just crumble to 4 1/1s. That's a slight exaggeration, but you get what I mean. But no, we need one more win here. I've still got Pokemon on the brain. We have some... I've got some raids, or not raids, outbreaks I want to get to today. Not on stream, most likely, though. You can reveal an island or a swamp. I have neither of those. So I've got 3 tap lands. Fascinating. The question is, though, do I go... I've got 4 tap lands. But that... I probably should not have kept 4 tap lands against Elf Ball. Right? Like, let's be honest here. Target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, specifically. We'll auto-pay that price. Now we can still do nothing. I guess the better play... I guess it's the same play either way, right? 2, 3, 4 versus 2, 3, 4. Unearth. What is that? Okay. Set up for a spicy cranial ram. But we'll grab a mountain. Man, just you wait when I get my 5th untapped land. Alright, just island off the top. Boom. You wouldn't pop a Mind Stone, would you? Island off the top. However, I played that wrong. I should have tapped the Mind Stone for the mana. Auto tapper. Lelves. Death Sprout. They're gonna make a couple elves here. I'll block 2 of it. I can't block 2 of it though, and that's the 2 that matters. Alright, play Kefka. Leave up the any mana. Discard Nimbus Naiad. Draw 2. Ghost form on Kaya. Or Kefka. Pass. Now if they want to kill something, it's gotta be the... Huh? Kogla. That's fine. You know I will block the crap out of that. I was gonna say, you know I'll block the crap out of that. We can Ifrit. Drop the croc. Oh, I don't know why... I'm okay with this, yeah. Would you like to discard a card, opponent? I know it's a creature. I appreciate you, opponent. I want you to know that. I can't believe they gave me a card to draw. Okay. Sure. Play a land. Play a little guy. Pass the turn? I'm very confusion. That was a 4-drop, not a 3-drop. Unfortunate. They can give every creature menace until end of turn. Plus O. Would you like to buff it up? Cool. I will discard this Gateway Plaza. Seems relevant. Yo, we got the Thopterist. Play you. Can't transform Kefka, but that's fine. We will discard Ginger Brute. Draw 2. Next to blockers. No blocks declared. I am not gonna ninjutsu. That is a terrible idea. Oh, I should be living weaponing. And do I want to revoke Demise on my Ginger Brutes? Probably not. Probably not. When it attacks while saddled, seek a land, put it into play. That does not seem like it will help you in this situation. Six to get +4/+4. I think they can do that once. And now we have Thopters for days. And it triggers the... Okay. Sure. I would like to draw a few cards. Yo, we get to play an artifact? That hits him for 2. What a weird, like, artifact matters scenario. I forgot that would work. I thought I went infinite for a second, and I was like, oh no. Discard 2 cards. We'll drop you and you. Okay. Tap 10 untapped elves. I was gonna say, I don't think that there's a trick here. There's a Glissa on top. That's fine. We're just gonna play a ton of artifacts. Makes sense to me. This goes crazy. Play you. Burn for 2. Draw 2. Because it loses life. Play you. Burn for 2, draw 2. Play you. Burn for 2, draw 3. Play you, burn for 2, draw 2. We've only used 3 mana. Play you, burn for 2. Okay, backside of Kefka, I might have underrated a little bit. Yes, we're like 25 wins into this game, but I might have underrated him a little bit. Play an artifact. Like, the artifact creatures matters theme here is a lot better than I expected with, like, Fireweaver and Pactel. Alright, let's add some rares to our deck. We made it. We got 15. We have 15 points. Not 12. But we're up to level 25. Alright, Ruler of Ruin, I didn't recognize your game. That's gotta be easy to go infinite accidentally with, right? Whenever you draw a card, someone loses a life. Ooh, we got a pack. That man's face. You control 2 or more tapped creatures, put a counter on a creature you control, remove a counter, tap an artifact or creature. Okay. Do I want the lands, right? Adagia is a lot better than I initially thought. Being able to make an artifact or an enchantment. I slotted this into my Toph deck that I've been testing online. Toph, the first Metal Bender, and seems good. Maybe I should put a Kona in that deck. Alright, store is good. Let's go to our deck and make some changes. We have so much wiggle room. Rares, commons, and uncommons, because I want to check. You draw, lose life. What Whenever it attacks, you lose a life. Black creature enters. Leave my graveyard. Kane's not what I'm looking for. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, you draw that many cards, lose that much life. Not what I'm looking for. When it attacks, when a thing dies, combat damage to a player. Lifelink until end of turn is close. Dread Presence, I love that card, but not quite. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains Death Touch and Lifelink. Put a Dread counter on this enchantment. I mean, I do kind of be attacking with Kefka alone. We'll consider that as a, uncommon, since we have the 1 point wiggle room. Whenever you lose life, when you cast another spell as Flash, bounce a creature, you can activate Loyalty. No. Oh, yeah, whenever you draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. That would do it. Was Psychosis Crawler ever printed below rare, though? I don't believe so. I'm gonna say no, but I will double check it. I was gonna say there's no way it's Pauper rare. In English, view printings. Yeah, it was never below rare. Okay, so that's gonna be one of our, what, we can add 6 cards? No. How many points do we have? We have 15 points. We can add 7 cards that are rare or better. I'm a sucker for Fioria. Destroy all. Bantu's Last Reckoning I don't necessarily want. Deadly Cover-Up, potentially. We could go Snowlands with Blood on the Snow. Mana value 3 or less. We'll consider it, and we could just throw in a bunch of Snowlands. Primal Odin is funny, but definitely not useful in our deck. We could, when we get to Mythics, we could go Singularity Rupture into Rise of the Dark Realms. That seems funny. Crux of Fate. I don't have a Crux of Fate. Interesting. I definitely thought I did. Razvelger. Wait. Why does it... Hold on. Oh, because there's a mythic one that I have, isn't there? Yeah, okay. If I hit this, it'll show up, won't it? Yep. So we could add Crux of Fate. We could add Damnation, right? That was rare. Show me your other printings. Yes, it was a rare in Double Masters. Which was a 6 set. Double Masters was fun. I enjoyed opening that set. So we'll bring in Damnation, for sure. 3 board wipes? How do we feel about that? I got killed by this in tabletop a few years back. Overwhelming Forces, destroy all creatures, draw a card for each. Did I cast this then? I might have cast this and accidentally killed myself. I was not paying attention then, huh? Definitely can't bring in Dragon God, but that's also a card that is close to my heart. Alright, let's go get rid of all of these and go collected rares. Because what are we looking for? We're looking for creatures that are multiple card types, right? Enchantment and artifact. T creature. Merchant's Dockhand does not seem quite what I'm looking for. Reality chip, maybe. We have had a lot of times where we, like, run low on cards because we just can't stabilize Kefka or something like that. So I will consider the reality chip. The Mind Skitter. We got Unctus. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Becomes a blue artifact in addition to its other types. Cast spells on other people's turns. Enduring Curiosity. The enchantment, the glimmer creatures are spicy. I'm actually thinking about the red one primarily. What did Tenacity do? Whenever you gain life, they lose that much life? Not going to be relevant. Just a... we could do... ooh, wait. Metamorphs? Surgical Metamorph is really cool, by the way. It's like Phyrexian Metamorph, except it just costs less. It says it's a 4-drop, but it costs 1 less if you weren't the starting player. You can have it enter as a copy of any permanent in play, except it's an artifact. So it's just better for Phyrexian Metamorph, especially if you went second. Kappa Cannoneer. I forgot that this had Improvise. Shows how much Legacy I play, right? Whenever an artifact creature deals combat damage to a player, you can create a blue artifact creature token. Monitor, spicy. I think we're just leaning into like the full-on card draw theme. Is an enchantment creature. No, we won't. We're just right now running through and seeing what we want to add, not what we will add. And we could also cut like some of our... we'll probably cut this, giving us an extra point, which means we probably actually won't run Grasping Shadows. Let's see. Let's keep going through here. Brutaclad does not actually seem like what we're trying to do. Excuse me. I think I just like alchemy cards in general because like conjuring the power 9, conjuring the Urza lands into your deck is just really funny. I enjoy that quite a bit. Roaming Throne naming human just for Kefka doesn't seem the best. It doesn't seem super worth it. What does this put us at? We are at a lot of 2, 4, 6, 8. I think I'm not high on Curiosity just yet. I think we can survive without it. 10, 12, 14, 16. We need to leave 2 of these behind if we're cutting Death Rattaloni. Wait, hold on a second. There's one other thing I need to check. Estrid's Invocation. Fascinating. We could do Displacer Kitten. Displacer Kitten is kind of spicy. When I cast a Bolus spell, exile this card from your graveyard, it enters with another loyalty counter? Ha. Andrax, Rampage... You may put a creature card, exiled this way, onto the battlefield that gains haste, bring it back. That card actually is pretty good just in casual, right? Destroy all artifacts you don't control, exile that many cards from your library, and put 1 into play temporarily. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, can't copy Kefka. Okay. Exile 1 creature card from a graveyard. Conjure a duplicate of it into your graveyard. It perpetually becomes the skeleton. Return another target creature card with toughness 1 from your graveyard to play. See, it's weird effects like this is why I love Alchemy. Can't forget our, not to mention our favorite Emporium Thopterist here. Conjure an Ornithopter into your hand every turn. But no, I do think we make room for Kitten. Because we are kind of leaning pretty heavily into the Blink theme. How many non-creature spells do we have, though? 22... 23, 24 at least. I'm not counting up. I can't count up the... There's so many, like, multi-type. We have 39 artifacts in our deck, and I guarantee that we don't have 39 mono artifacts in our deck. Ashiok's Erasure. KTS is fun. I enjoy that too. I'm kind of tempted to put in this Reconsecrator. Because they be discarding cards with Kefka. I'm getting better at saying Kefka and not Kefka, though. Alright. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is that this creature or another artifact enters? So if we add Enduring Courage, Kappa Cannoneer couldn't be blocked the turn we play it. Let's cut. Yeah, this can be cast for 3 colorless though, and this needs a blue. I don't know. I forgot about another important aspect too, and that's the fact that we can add fetches and shocks. So let's cut the chip. We'll put the Kitten on back burner, right? Nah, we do have quite a few non-creature spells. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10. Tempted. Let me see what I'm all tempted to do versus not really feeling. I'm tempted for that one. I'm tempted for this one. I'm tempted, but like not really for Reconsecrator. Like it's not actually drawing me in that much. We'll cut you. But that's cool that that exists. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that again. It becomes a skeleton. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If we cut this, we'll have 16 points. So 12, 14, 16. If we cut 4 more uncommons, we can add in everything. But do I really want that? Thought Monitor will leave. Now I just need to cut 2. What would I cut? I'd cut you. Melbro's not uncommon. What are our uncommons that I could cut? That's the other thing. Pactile was super nice for us. Nimbus Naiad being an enchantment creature for that common rarity, I was like, oh. This was uncommon, but I'm not really considering it. Gatekeeper cares about another creature entering. Ifrit's common, Locket's common. This was uncommon, but this was also pretty useful. Let's see. Swifties. I forgot that we have, like, we only have 10 uncommons in here right now. That's the other thing. Cloak of the Bat, Arcane Signet, Cranial Ram, Fire... I was gonna say Fireweaver had to be uncommon, right? But no. Osseous Stick Twister. Counterspell was common. Negate was definitely common. Thopterist is uncommon. I do know that for sure. I'm not cutting Thopterist. Moon Circuit Hacker. Fire Magic might actually get cut, because Fire Magic was in place just to kind of handle the 1-drops. I'm considering it. Kaya's Ghost Form, Bone Shards, Glare. Is that 10? That might be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then some lands. No? 8. 9. Hold on, let me check Choked Estuary. These might be... Choked Estuary. Are these pauper legal? Tell me. No, definitely not. Got it. Okay. Understandable. Was Forgotten Cave? I'm trying to figure out where our last uncommon is. Let me know if you guys have any spicy suggestions either, because I definitely would be open to if there's a good play I'm not seeing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There's someone somewhere. Let me double check Counterspell. Counterspell is pauper legal. I was pretty sure. Yeah, not legal in Alchemy Brawl Pioneer Standard. There's gotta be something I'm missing somewhere. Alright, let's go back through real quick again. Maybe I just miscounted and I've been not using a point this whole time. I was that laughing mad. I'm bringing back up the stream. Gatekeeper, Ifrit. Oh, it's the Invasion. Yeah, okay. Invasion was almost good against that Chulane deck. I love battles is another thing that's like close to my heart, near and dear to my heart. Like, there's a lot of battles that I really like. We need more of these. We had the opportunity for more of these in a few sets and just did not. Like Invasion of Kaldheim, I like that. I like that quite a bit. That actually could go off with Kefka. We could transform Kefka, attack into it. If we have a land in hand, discard land, draw. Oh, it's exile, not draw. Wait, it's exile and draw. This says discard a land, give us 4 cards to use with Kefka. Maybe. Maybe. I'll consider it. I forgot, I immediately brought in a board wipe. That was a battle. Gets any instance or sorcery. Like, it's just a catch-all. It's just good, right? Non-creatures have Convoke. Man, looking at battles, I'm like, I just want this so much more than some of these. Like, now I'm considering, do I want, like, Kappa Cannoneer? Do I want Enduring Courage? I could bring in a battle. Let me double check, Darkrit. Was this Alchemy Brawl? Oh, it's not legal in this format, is it? That would make sense. Wait, no it is. Hold on. Hold. Yeah, it's legal in this format. I don't have the cool art. I almost got rid of my commander. I did get rid of my commander. Awkward. Let's just bring in this then. Kefka. Get back here. I forgot Kefnet was a card. Alright. What would we cut for that, though? That's the other thing. I forgot that this was a common. This would let us flip Kefka super easy. Because we can do that the turn after we play Kefka now, if we had Dark Writ. Alright. We're cutting 1. These are all good. 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Each opponent may sacrifice a thing. Then this creature deals damage equal to its power to each creature who didn't sacrifice a thing. I guess this really doesn't do much, right? Well, it deals the damage, but we don't really have a way to buff its power. We'll put it maybe going. Fear of Infinity, maybe going. If we do bring in a battle, we could swap out this battle, I think. Swifties is good. Fire Magic, I'm still kinda wanting to keep. Keep this, keep this, keep this. So this gives us 1 point. We go up to 16. What then? Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Still have to cut 2 cards if we wanted. But we are cutting... We're bringing in a lot of, like, artifact creatures, too, is the thing. So, like, maybe Fear of Infinity and Osseous could go. Go 1, 2... Gives us another 2 more. That brings us up to 18 points. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Maybe. And then if anything underperforms, we can always bring in that. Alright. Shattered States is cute, cheeky, but I think it goes. Revoke Demise has proven useful, so is Overwhelming Remorse. Sewer Crocodile, I think, was just in because we needed a big beater. This actually gets replaced by Kappa Cannoneer. Gravestalker, same. It was just filling up our top end. Which we have some good stuff in top end now. And now we need to cut 4 cards. Not the crab. It's the crab. Fear of Imposter stays. Malbro has Swamp Cycling, which is huge. Maybe we cut some of our top-end Blink stuff. Because we've got Surgical Phyrexian and Displacer. Maybe we cut, like, Blur? We cut Blur. We can leave Quick Study. Gatekeeper has uses. Ifrit is very good. We need to cut 3 cards, and I'm tempted for them to be any of our lower end, just 1 type stuff. Beatstick's so good, though. So is Synthesizer. The amount of times I've, like, kept a hand, turn 1 Synthesizer, turn 2 play a land, or, like, turn 2 play Synthesizer, get my land off of it. Feels good. Moonsnare felt bad that one game that we had it, so that goes. Not Moonsnare, whatever that counterspell was that I just had. The Interference or whatever. Armguard Familiar reads as just a 2/1 with Ward 2, but it is an artifact. Moon Circuit Hacker's funny. Anything else down here that we really don't want? Cranial Ram has proven very, very good, by the way. Cranial Ram, the living weapon thing. Alright, maybe... Man, we really don't have that many, like, just creatures in our deck anymore, do we? They're all, like, super functional. Okay. Maybe... Now, Virus Beetle's been useful. Cloak of the Bat has been super good. I'm leaning towards Dune Mover because it just finds a land. It doesn't actually put anything into play or anything like that. But at the same time... You know, Scrapwork Gorger. This has always been discarded and it's never felt good to get back. And then how many lands do we have? 35? No. We won't. We won't. I considered it, but we won't. I'll be responsible. Maybe... I guess, yeah, we could do... Even with Dark... We could do land drop, turn 3 Kefka. That feels hard to deal with if they don't have removal ready. Prototype's been good. Clay Revenant's been good. Sack an artifact or creature. Bone Shards has been super useful. Discarding a card has not been that bad of a payoff in our deck at all. Ghost Form's good. Not Dead After All has uses. Alright, so I'm considering Beamstick, Boots. What else just pops out to me? Arm Guard. Scorpion Sentinel has a big butt, so probably not that one. Disruption Protocol's good. Let me look at my single target removal too, actually. Because that destroys the thing. That destroys the thing. That destroys the thing. Pop. Pop. Alright. It's not as good as I thought. I was like, wait a minute, we might have our answer, but no. What else do we cut then? Let's look at ramp or fixing. Like, having all of the lockets felt nice. I won't deny that. And then this is like pseudo-fixing, but it also can be discarded. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Okay. Beetle, maybe. Insight's being able to hit opponents' creatures. Like that one time against the birds today, I was like, whoa, hold on. We might have something. And then I just gambled and it did not pay off. You may draw a card if you do discard a card. Windfall isn't terrible. Maybe Quick Study I'm also considering. Not Revoke Demise, Quick Study. Thank you, game. That was almost bad. What does this look like? Invasion still in the deck. Fire Magic still in the deck. What are we bringing in again? We've got 3 wipes, 1 payoff for flipped Kefka, 2 generic anythings, 2 finishers, and 1 payoff for front Kefka. None of these draw cards, so probably not Quick Study. It's probably this card. And then one other thing we have to do, now that I'm here, we should probably do this. Because the Snowlands are pauper legal, right? It would be very funny if they weren't pauper legal. Alright, the Snowlands are... Wait. They're not pauper legal, but they are common. Okay. So, since they are common, that is the actual indicator that we are going for. So let's view all printings. Yeah. I'm imagining that they aren't pauper legal Oh no, they are pauper legal. Why was I saying that they weren't? Okay. Yeah, they're pauper legal. Cool. We've got 8 islands. We've got 9 swamps. I'm sorry, Godzilla, I have to do this. And then we've got 8 mountains. Swamp. Mountain. Okay, and now we have a deck. And now our deck is level 25, so we should reflect that properly. Which means we've got 0 unspent points left, bringing it down to a nice even and goose egg. And we get to run it. So let's hop into a match and see how good our upgraded Kefka is. I'd imagine we queue into some more degeneracy. What's our first game? Mythweaver Pock, Rusko the Clockmaker. How bad is it gonna be? The vibes on this song's kind of cool. Kinnan, also known as Seymour Guado. This does nothing. This does nothing, but a little bit harder. We have to go again. This is literally unplayable. Let's return 2 cards to the bottom of our deck. Sure. Bounce, Incision, and I guess Metamorph. We gotta keep our card draw, right? Hello. We just have to try to find another, if we get our 3rd land source, we're fine, right? Haha, awkward. It's fine, they can't cast Kinnan. They didn't want to cast Kinnan anyway. We know that this is the case. Okay. Never punished, so far. What is this? Just a mana dork, okay. World Wagon's spicy. We're getting overrun a little bit. Do we just play land Kefka? Let's just play land Kefka. Bounce, Quick Study. How bad will this be? Okay, we can pop a creature. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. They can spin Kefka, or they can just play Coma. Got it. Ward 4. So we will be sacrificing our guy. But we do get to make them handless. Right? We do get to make them go handless. I'm assuming they're considering whether or not they, either they don't know their turn's done, or they, what's the word? Are considering whether they crew or not. Bird of Prey. Oh, weird. Clicking... I did not realize you could do this. If you hover over the name, you can click over here. I just realized I definitely need a border for my gameplay screen. It does not look as... it's driving me crazy. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take 4. How... What are they gonna drop is the question. Storm of Saruman. Alright. I think we have to do this, right? Sack an artifact or a creature. This one hurts. Because we're not actually, like... This is a very bad trade for us. Ward is always never feel good. Or Ward rarely ever feels good, rather. Oh. Okay. Yeah, no, this is fine. We're taking 8 here, down to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fascinating. We don't have a lot of blue mana, do we? Fascinating. Fascinating. I guess we'll just be on the back foot. We need to fish for like a board wipe or something? Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Fascinating. I didn't think they would attack with their commander. Well, they will be drawing 2 cards. That much is true. We'll block here. You've got Menace. Huh. I guess we'll do this, right? No. Kinnan will take the damage and he will like it. First strike draw 7's crazy. Okay. Things are bad. Things are really bad, and we need a board wipe. And even if we get a board wipe, we've got to Dark Ritual to use it. Things are not bueno. Sire into Starwinder's brutal. I can't even target Sire anymore because of Ward Pay 7 life. Good land choice, though. I like the Dragon Eyes. Alright. Hail Mary. Swinging. We will discard... Locket. That did not help. Let's just see what we would get then, I suppose. Let's just take a peek. Look behind the mirror and see what would have happened. But we got one more card. I guess we could have Power Stone fractured the other guy, but we're still just dead on board. Like, we could have gotten rid of Starwinder, blocked with Kefka, but we were DOB. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. Sure. I admire Kinnan players because they put all of the mana dorks and all of the really good 7-drop pluses into their deck and feel no remorse, and I admire that. If I didn't play Rog Thras, I would probably play Kinnan in CDH. That is actually a lie, though. I would just play Sisay. Sisay is really cool, too. I didn't think about the synergy with Sisay, that there is a background, a 1-drop black card that gives commanders +3/+3. And so... a land that I cannot play turn 1, and I go first. This is better. It doesn't have all of my colors, but it's fine. So it turns Sisay into a 6/6, like, right off the bat, because it's also a black spell that buffs Sisay. Ugh, Vorinclex. Ugh. Combat Courier. What are you holding at instant speed? Innkeeper's Talent, that's pretty good. That is not great. One might even say that is real bad. P the T will hold up the counterspell, but also just kinda... They're not gonna cast something terrible, right? No. No. How dare you? I'll drop Boots of Speed. Revoke Demise brings back Kefka, and that's fine. Or we could Psychosis Crawler. What is the backside? That fights a thing, right? No. It's the third step that fights a thing. Tactile Terror, I don't care about that, right? I have a trick. You should know I have a trick. That's fine. Draw 3's crazy. Damage happens. That's fine. Let me read this right. Play land, revoke Demise, bring back Kefka. Nimbus Naiad. Draw 3 more cards. We be going crazy. Alright, do we Blood on the Snow? Probably not, right? From my graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of snow mana spent to cast this. They play Bop. Fascinating. I'm assuming they're just gonna put the counters on 4 Inclex, right? Yeah. Take 9, that's fine. He casually says, 9 is an okay number to take. Sure. Can I get away with another 9? Can I get away with that? It's risky. We're gonna keep our red mana source. It'd actually be 11 damage. If they flip, they mill 10, put 2 creature cards into play. Let's risk it. This is fine, let's risk it. What did they draw? If it's a fight spell, that's really bad. If it's not a fight spell, okay. Yes, that is a Psychosis Crawler opponent. They buff Bird? Little guy? Little guy, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine. If I had a land, I could Swamp Cycle, but I don't think I can do everything I need to unless I top deck a untapped land or a swamp or a mountain. I forgot about that. Fascinating. I did forget about this. Fecund Green Shell, okay, sure. Alright, untapped land off the top. Insane. Because this lets me flip. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It does not let me flip. Huh. If I blood on the snow, I can't be. Oh, I can get back Crawler. Okay. So we blood on the snow. I have 2 left. This is fine. We'll drop our Locket. Yeah, that's fine. Take action back to the command zone. Blood on the snow. Destroy all creatures. Pay with 5 snow mana. Get back Psychosis Crawler. Pass. Okay. Now I think they're probably going to activate Vorinclex again, right? I would assume. That was a sacrifice I think I had to be willing to make. Play a land. I can't do everything I want. Unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I can Damnation into the other thing, though. Oh no, you got me, opponent. Anyway, here's a board wipe. Yeah, I was gonna say, I believe I have mathed correctly. I also believe that they will discard a land. Yeah, surprise. Shocker. You have reach. This is just terrible. Uh-huh. Sure. Okay. This is bad. This is actually really bad. Huh. They have 66 cards in their deck right now. They now have 45 cards in their deck. They got 21 lands. Well, I think I will be able to discard lands moving forward with Kefka. Just a hunch. What are they doing now? Oracle of Moldiah? High Titan of Industry. Arcane Signet. Put 2 guys on their guys. 4, 6. So we need to kill Homegirl. Right now. That's a great henge. Okay, sure. I suppose. Feels like we are fighting one of the worst battles of our life. Alright, their lands don't tap for double anymore. Thank goodness. Thank goodness their lands don't tap for 2. That's a Galta. Okay, sure. Hi, Galta. Yep. Let's see. We can Eliwick. They can Eliwick. They're gonna draw 2 cards off of their henge with Bird, which is sick. Insanely cool, actually. Oh, I just realized henge is triggering twice, putting 2 counters on them, and Innkeeper's Talent is doubling that, so... Oh, that's Ulamog, we're dead. Good game. Yep. We're so very dead. Don't hit my lands. Okay, they didn't hit my lands, but it's still bad. I forgot about Nissa entering, being able to ultimate right away. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I kind of like seeing what cards are on top of your library, though. This is fine. Now I'll never know what they have on top of their library. Oh, the inhumanity. I'll discard Bridge. Draw 2, I would assume. They're getting rid of their green spell. Yep. Everything has a counter on it. Which is sad, because I cannot pay ward costs. Ah, well. GG. Unfortunately, format All-Star Darkness is not in MTG Arena. Otherwise, I might be able to have them with the Fog. They have 27 cards left in their deck. If I could mass blink everything, that would be incredible. That's right. Go off. Go crazy. This board state's huge. Wish there was just a way to let it know. Like, I have auto-passing, but it's still gonna tell me, hey, do you want to do a thing? Every single time. Uh-huh. You got it. Ouroboros hot. I love that so much. Trigger, trigger, draw, draw. It's a 5/7 now. It's gonna put 10 +1/+1 counters on everything. It's so cool. I love this so much. I love everything that's happening on my screen, except for the fact that it's not me doing it. Oh, and whenever they cast a spell, it's gonna get bigger. Right, because of Ouroboros. Not Ouroboros, this guy. Defiler of Vigor. Whenever you cast a green permanent spell, put a counter on everything, but it's actually 2 counters. Uh-huh. Oh, they die. Good game. Oops. Good game. Well, they've given me a... thank you. How nice of you, opponent. They gain so much life here right now. Sure. We'll take it. It is a win. We take Icarus wins. It's fine. Sure. That was cool, though. Who was there? It was Vorinclex was their commander, but they just... That win happened thanks to Innkeeper's Talent. Like, if they had actually won, it would wholly have been because of Innkeeper's Talent into Nissa. I don't know, fetch 21 lands from your deck? Verdant Rejuvenation would have killed them 5 or 6 times over because Guardian Project, Great Henge... What did they put into play? Nothing else, really. This definitely also killed them. What is this card? Blooming Cactus Folk. 5-drop. At the beginning of your end step, non-land cards in your hand perpetually gain this spell cost 1 less to cast. That's cool. We got some spicy alchemy cards. Alright, on to the next one. This is why you play it out. This is why you don't scoop, because maybe they accidentally draw their entire library 3 times over. Zorlane is an interesting commander, too. Like, I'm not interested in building bats, but it feels cool. I go first. We'll play this. We'll pass, because I'm going to get a blue source off of this. Alright, well listen here. I will not pay taxes. Sack a creature or pay for. This all sucks. Wait, I can't cast spells. But that's not casting a spell. Always have a backup plan. Always have a backup plan. Alright, if we don't draw a land... Okay. We'll do... this and pay for it? Right? Pay with this guy. Synthesizer, get a land off the top, right? See, it's just that easy. You see, this is why we keep it in the deck. This is why we keep Synthesizer in the deck. If you've gained life this turn, look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal a creature and put it into play. Cool. Alright, so I'll pop you, sack a artifact, pay 1? No, we'll give them the card, right? Because we haven't played a land for turn. So we could do... oh, well, that's fine. So do I take 4? Is this enters or attacks? Whenever a bat you control attacks. Alright, we have to take 4. That's fine. No attacks. Enter. Not the offspring. Not Bat Bob. We'll drop Spark Harvest. That's fine. Things are hurting, though. And we'll keep up you for Ginger Brute things, right? Ugh. Do they want a Zorline, though? Johnny's welcome into bat. Seems good. Whenever bat you control attacks gain a life when it enters, or attacks you can pay 2 and 2 life, bring a thing back. We will soak up 1 of that damage. That's fine. Hot. Hot. Discard a card, draw 2, maybe 3? Just 2. Okay, that's fine. Would you like to block? No. We can Essence Flux and Planar Insize, right? Sure. Burnished Heart hurts them quite a bit. Starscape. Okay. What do they have, right? That's the question. Oh, this is gonna hurt so bad. This is gonna hurt so bad. We have to blink Kefka here. Drop a land. Do we have to do it again? We might have to do it again. This is really bad. Alright, we might be dead. We are actually just dead, right? One, two, three. Bring a thing back. It's a bat. You gain a life. I go to 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do we live at 1? I think we live at 1. Okay. Fascinating. Three, 4, 5. They could block with everything. And that would be bad. I don't think they have an enchantment. Oh. Pop everything? Hold on. Inherited envelope. Bounce you. Sure, why not? Discard you. Sure. Okay. This doesn't really matter. You can become my ring bearer, sure. And then invasion. Bop Kefka again. Discard Cannoneer. Yes. Destroy everything. Absolutely everything. Take action. Back to the command zone. And then we get to Boots of Speed. Surgical could enter as an anything, but I don't think that that's actually super relevant. What do you do? Remove all counters from target permanent? Good, 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 good. That's fine. This is actually what we wanted here. Now I play... sack an artifact or a creature. Blow up Zorleen. Hold on. Black. Ah, yes. And now we play you, we play you. Alright, things are getting out of control for them, which is good. Equip boots. Send in the team. Play a mana rock. Pass the turn. Hold. Hold. No top deck that makes me lose a life. Okay. Whenever another creature you control enters, gain a life. Okay. Destroy all non-legendary creatures. I can't attack. I can't flip that, right? Because that makes me lose a life. Please, game, work with me here. Does not matter, so tapped land tapped. Yeah, sure. It's fine with me. Take action. Play land. Play this. Discard Dune Mover. Hold. Things are happening. Invasion of Amonkhet. Hold. That's life gain. That's life gain. Discard this, I guess. Sure. Cast that backside. Hold. Does anything gain me a life? Mana value 2 or less from graveyard to battlefield? Nothing in here gains me life. So Displacer Kitten. Discard Snow-Covered Swamp. Hold. You don't have a single spell. No! Alright, that's fine. Pact Altair. Dimir Locket. Pass the turn. I can't believe they top deck Farewell of all things. That's fine. Kefka? Drop Blood on the Snow. Fire Magic negate. Quick Study. We'll drop Quick Study. Land. Pass. Okay. They had me panicking for a second there. Yeah, that's fine. They had me panicking. But we win. Right? Psychosis Crawler, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah? We get to do the sick tech? That's what we added it into the deck for. An opponent, each opponent? Okay. Oh, that feels good. That was a very close game, though. That was so close. Psychosis Crawler, love you. Very cool, very cool. 27. We have 2 points. We can add a rare to our deck. I think the rare we add to our deck, by the way, is going to be a land. We can start padding our deck with fetches or surveils, right? We'll get a couple more wins before we do that, I think. We'll go a couple more wins before we get tutors. I wanted more coffee and I'm completely out. This is so sad. We were at 1 life for like 5 or 6 turns. We had to board wipe 2 or 3 creatures. Okay. On to the next one though. We got this. We got this. Alright, Festival in a Box is live. I will not be getting that, though. Mystery Booster 2 exclusive promos and a secret layer drop? Eh. Oh, right, this was the one with the Ur-Dragon. Right. The Ur-Dragon and Sliver Legion. Yeah, that might be a little expensive, though, actually, now, huh? Ragost. You mean to tell me Shrimp fried this rice? Alright. Bone Charge was discard a card, right? Okay. Give me a land, please. Oh. I am so good at this game. Shrimp fried rice, discard the blink spell? Because that only that hits a creature or planeswalker, I guess. Oh no, not the day-night cycle. Whatever will I do? Hit our 5th land? Insane. But it is nighttime. Fascinating. Alright, well they can Raghost. They don't Raghost. That's a... Huh? Fascinating. Hi, Aetherflux Reservoir. Honestly, I forgot you had that. I thought they were tapped out. Discard you. Draw 3. Seems good. Alright, so we need to keep the crab for the pay 50 life ability. Now, do we exile their commander again? I'm sorry, is that each end step? If you gained life? Oh, okay. Huh. Each creature card in your graveyard. Do I think that I can deal more damage to them than they can deal to me? Not really. It is clear to me, though, that their game plan is not a creature-centric one. Lembus, oh no. Alright, so I was the starting player, unfortunately. Uh-huh. Ram Spider. Little do they know that's my game plan. Would you like to draw a card and discard a card? Alright, so I can pop everything for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 mana left after that. No, but I can't. Okay, okay, okay. I can't do everything I want, so instead... Is it the most beneficial to just do this? It might be. Right? Just take an Ether Flux and race. Hey, they have the sketch version. Why don't I get the sketch version? That's not very cool. Screaming Nemesis. Fascinating. Alright, so we have to Damnation. And now we Reckless Fireweaver? Do we do that, or... I think we Cranial Ram, right? I think we are playing Life Gain better than the Ragos deck is playing Life Gain. Never mind. Hold on. If we do this... No. Okay. Let's do this. And we'll Kappa Cannoneer. And we'll equip this. Okay. I now have 13-6, so your move, opponent. They get back the spider. Oh, thank you, opponent. Kimmel the Inner Sun's pretty bad. That's real bad for us. Okay, that's not nearly as bad. Alright, I think we're winning this on the case of, fascinating. Uh-huh. Wow, they just take it? Fascinating. I'm so confused as to what's happening. We're gonna top deck a blue source. I'm so good at this game. Bring back Screaming Nemesis, that makes sense. Move to your draw step, that makes sense, but I'm gonna do this. Yeah, we out life gained the life gain deck. We out life gained the shrimp fried rice. I can't believe they had Screaming Nemesis in their deck as a, like, that almost counters life gain strategy completely. They accounted for it, but it wasn't enough. What a sick... I didn't realize that was just if you gained life. It's at the beginning of each end step, if you gained life, untap Ragos. By the way, this does work with Infect. So if you can give this Infect, it goes crazy. This does work with Lifelink, because Ragos deals the 3 damage, so it's pay 1, tap, sack of food, untap it at the end step. And it's each end step, so it's not just yours. This is a really cool commander card. Ragos is spicy. I feel like we got away with robbery there. I feel like we should not have won that. Although, Aetherflux wasn't doing much, right? Like, if we could have Aetherfluxed Soul Cauldron, maybe, and got the Screaming Nemesis, or Aetherfluxed Portal to Phyrexia, even, that would make things super tricky. But yeah, on to the next one. If we get one more win, let's add a couple... Do we do fetches first or shocks first? Or neither of those and go... I feel like we've gotten a little close for comfort on getting our land drops. So maybe Surveil lands. Oh, my back. That was definitely my neck. That's fine. So we go turn 1 to turn 3, depending on what happens. This seems fine, right? Like, turn 1 Forgotten Cave, they might have a crazy start. How bad would it be if we put Opposition Agent into Arena? It'd be really bad, right? Like, that should not happen. That's a good top deck. Because this turn, now we can... What is this? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, perpetually gets +1/+1. Alright, so we'll do this into this. And now we can, if our Ornithopter survives, envelope Rupture Spire, pay for it. If it doesn't survive, we cry a little bit. Alright, envelope. Our Ornithopter of Paradise is now legendary. Rupture Spire, pay for Rupture Spire. This is the one that gives Jumpstart, right? Instant and sorcery in your graveyard, exactly 2 colors, gets Jumpstart. Don't tell me. That hurts. That hurts quite a bit. Sure. Dune Mover, get a land. It's gonna be a black source. That one, we got played. I know you have a spell. You didn't have a spell. Fascinating. Huh. Can you not cast anything in your hand? You gotta have something, right? This can only be used for... Oh, this can only be used for dragons. But they have green. They have every color they need, right? What's in your hand? I definitely thought that was bait to buff the Mentor. Is this a 3/3? Alright, then I'm definitely casting this. Am I definitely casting that? Hold on. What are they doing? I'm so confused. Do we just slam Kefka? We could slam Kefka. It gets countered and we cry a little bit. Right? That doesn't sound bad. That will most likely happen. Man, they just have artifact removal on deck, huh? Jumpstart says you can cast this just by discarding a card. Well, at the very least, Jumpstart... Alright, well, okay, this is actually not super great. I'm glad we won that. If we don't have a way to blink Kefka on their turn, then all of their cards they're discarding are just kind of an extra hand. It just does not really hurt them very much at all. What's better here? Fetches or Surveil lands? We could bring in the Surveil lands in place of some of the tap lands. We got a pack, let's open that first. Close to another mythic. We pulled a mythic here, though. Weft Walking. The more I see this card, the more I'm like, this is a really good card. When this enters, if you cast it, shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library, then draw 7. The first spell each player casts during each of their turns can be cast for free. Especially in Limited, like in Draft or Sealed, this is really good. But like, in general, I'm like, a free spell? What are they gonna cast? What's the worst thing they'll cast? That's when they win the game, of course, but, you know. Surveil. We can get 2 of these. I'm thinking blue-red. Blue-red, blue-black, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, blue-red, blue-black. We can cut Gateway Plaza. I don't know, that feels worse almost, right? Maybe we cut Forgotten Cave. Cut those 2 maybe and bring in blue-black, blue-red. Is that actually useful though? Because I'm hesitant to cut more untapped lands, because playing Kefka on curve seems good. And I don't want to cut the artifact lands. The choked lands are not land types. So the fetches wouldn't do anything yet. Maybe when we get a couple more wins we bring in fetches. For now, let's do this. Yeah, for now let's do this. Our points are now 0. That's fine with me. And our deck is level 29. We're getting there. Let's jam another one. Yeah, I don't want to bring in too many tap lands, just because that messes with our curve a little bit. That was a quick queue. Radadrabic of Urborg. I definitely debated building Radadrabic. I go first. I wouldn't keep this if it didn't have so much removal. Because, like, odds are we're not keeping our Ornithopter of Paradise here. I would say more likely than not, right? 2 mana removal's kind of Black's thing. Okay. I stand corrected. We will attack their hand immediately. Radadrabic has Ward, right? Bat God? Ward 2. Okay. Black Market Connections. Okay. So if we Blitzball... Just get the damage in, right? Because this way we keep up a counterspell. They're gonna hit everything, right? There's no way they don't, right? Yeah! The ultimate greed play. Junji. That seems bad. I would like my aerial supremacy intact. As much as yeah, we'll, at the risk of getting board wiped, we'll draw 2 cards. Draw 3 cards. And play a land. But I fully expect board wipe to happen soon. They probably slow their roll now. Yeah, they just do too. They didn't make a creature, they've got a board wipe. Mark my words. Ayo. Is this exile? No. Look at the top 7, put 2 things into play. Sack a creature or pay 1. What is Glare? Sack an artifact. We'll sacrifice a creature. Pop AO. Because this is kind of hurting them quite a bit. And now we just chill, right? Look at the top 7. Any number of non-land permanents, total mana value 4 or greater. 4 or less, not 4 or greater. Wow. Wow. Okay. They have to block here. Crazy thing is, I think we dropped Time Twist because we're doing pretty good. Right? Because they go to 8. We can... Nope, we didn't attack... We didn't connect with the legend. But... They have to choose a mode every time, and they might be forced to make changelings. Nope. This game is, pretty fast. What, their turn 5? We missed 2 land drops? That's fine. I realize Fire Magic is probably not our play, because it does destroy 2 of things on our board, and 0 things on their board now. Rada Drabic. Ooh. Spicy. We'll bring you back, I suppose. End step. Would you like to sacrifice anything, opponent? Alright, now here's where the interesting thing happens, right? Sack an artifact. Alright, hold on. Undo. Add black. Sack an artifact. Pop Rada Drabic. Ward pay 2. It'll be this. Now we send in the team, and they die on their turn, right? Well, no, we should have metamorphed. That's fine. Whoops. Because now they're forced to block with braids. If we metamorphed before combat, we would have won. Because we could sack a creature, and then they would have been forced to do something on their turn. Yeah. Now they have a turn to draw a card and lose 2 life. But I don't think it... Oh, they make a treasure. Alright. Yeah. I was gonna say, the negate kept us pretty safe there, no matter what they had. Brings us up to a big 3-0. 3-0 with 1 point to spend. Kefka's a really cool commander. Kefka's super slick. Okay. I like when the week resets too, because we get the 15 points of experience. Like, we've gotten so many packs from that. Jump in token, fascinating. Oh, we can do a draft. Do I want to draft Edge, though? I might save up my draft coins for Avatar now. Because seeing all of the Avatar stuff, I'm like, this is actually kind of cool. I kind of like everything that I'm seeing here. This is a bad hand. My interaction doesn't work with each other. Swifties, Annihilating Glare. Up the beanstalk. Get out of here. Scry 2, draw 1, discard 1 on my next turn seems good. Yes. No ninjutsu, unfortunately. But this is fine. Man, soon. Scry 2, draw 1, trash 1. We're gonna draw Fire Magic and trash Fire Magic. Play this. Pass the turn. Pantlaza's real scary. Draft a card from the book. Or any of these kill spells. Target opponent, target creature. Trample haste. They probably grabbed like Atali or something spooky like that, right? Is this an enters or attacks? It's just an enters, okay. Hey, wait a minute. Phyrexian Metamorph, you say? I really hope they got a tally. I really hope they got a tally. Flying haste, hexproof haste. We'll drop you then. And we'll play you into boots. Put the boots on the Moon Circuit? It feels like a good source of card advantage, right? Ah, they got the Imperiosaur. Come on. Alright, this means that we are going to Phyrexian Metamorph their guy, and then play Displacer Kitten. And blow up Pantlaza. Alright, we gotta blow up Pantlaza, right? We have to. Oh, Gwenna. Not Gwenna. Alright. So we can... Honestly, we can shock this. We can pay the full amount, right? You. Because it's funny. Zakama. Gishath does not work for me. Zakama's funny, though. Sack an artifact or a creature. We'll sacrifice to pop Pantlaza. It really hurts, but we have to. It really hurts, but we gotta do this. And we'll just do this. Zakama's really funny. What did they put on the bottom of their library? We don't know, but I think I saw a Zakama or a Gishath. Alright, they got 7 mana. Maybe they had a Tali too. Okay, that's fine. That's actually not fine, right? Because now they can do that too. It's so good. Couldn't they have done that either way? No, because power. Okay. Ow. This is gonna hurt. Alright, we have 5 mana, we have 6 mana. I think we have to do this, right? Swifties cost 1 to equip? Sure. Uh-huh, sure. Uh-huh. Sure. We're very dead. We are incredibly dead. Would you like to discover 12, opponent? You got an Arcane Signet. We're so dead. I guess we could have died that turn, right? We still might die this turn. Other dinos get +1/+1. Spicy. Riot. That's 20 damage right there. We're very dead. Wait. What if we Pant Laza discover into Damnation? It'd be really funny. Take action. Nope, that is not a Damnation. We're very dead. Boom, haste. How do you like them apples? Cast another thing, Gwenna kills us? Oh yeah. Good game. There is no way we survive this. Absolutely no way we survive this. Almost had him. Almost had him. Only went to -12. Galta was just excess there. No, I think it would have been hilarious if we did Pant Laza into a board wipe. But I do think we probably still died. Alright, let's run one more. One more will get our win. We'll add our first fetch to the deck. And it will be a blue source. Probably it'll be Scalding Turn. Right? Makes sense. Because I feel like we want a color that we'll have, and it'll either be Scalding Tarn or... I can't remember the red-black one. Those will probably be one of the two that we get. I got a message. I will respond to that in a minute. Well, this is a hand. It's been I don't think we've gotten a hand quite like this one before. Ishtola. Maestro's Theater can go. Yeah, we don't need that. Now do we crab Ishtola? That's the question. Mills half their library. Alright, they're like a controlled mill deck. Understandable. Planisphere's hot. Alright, we go you into you into you. And now we've got turn... If we get an untapped land, it's Kefka into Swifties attach. They've got to respect that, right? And if they have untapped mana, we have to respect that. Hey, what's this? Oh, okay. Alright, I won't respect this. Well, that just makes me sad. Alright. Nice. Bop, boop. Get a swamp. It'll be... Hold on, we have 3 mana up? If we get an untapped swamp, we can't do anything, so it'll be Undercity Sewers, and we'll surveil. Fire magic can go. That is very much so not useful anymore. And then... Let's just ramp more. It'll be fine. We are tapped out, basically. Ishtola will not trigger if they cast Ishtola swing. Ishtola will trigger if they cast a non-creature spell swing. Alright, what are the odds? What are the odds? Counter magic? No. Alright, we're gonna drop the crab here. Draw 2, maybe 3? 3. Hot. Yep, that makes sense to me. Alright. How crazy we getting? They don't want a Guide of Souls. Okay. Put you on you. Understandable. Brainstorm. Yeah, you got it. This is gonna hurt. What's in my bin? A bunch of big things. Oh, this is gonna hurt a lot. Okay. Huh. Alright, it'll be huge if they cast a removal spell. You know you can't let Kefka live. If that Authority of the Consuls wasn't there, oh baby. Stick Twister. No. Tap an untapped artifact. Autopay, tap Swifties. Essence Flux. Give you less choices because Ishtola will trigger. We'll drop the Swamp. What are the odds we die? That's a valid question, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7. If they can cast a bunch of non-creature spells, but like... we gotta go for it. We gotta go for it, right? Sacrifice the thing, please, opponent. Okay, that means we're living, most likely. I would like to draw 5. Play a land. Bone Shards, discard a card. Pop Ishtola. We'll drop the Beat Stick. And now we're sitting pretty good. That was a good series of draws. End the turn. No. Yeah, no, that can't be allowed. We can't let you do that. Alright. That was good judgment on my part. I'm glad transforming it, they sacrificed the little guy, because if they didn't sacrifice the little guy, that would have given me more pause for concern. And in fact, if we didn't draw a removal spell, I think we died because of the anchorage, right? Because, let's see, one was, they had 7 damage total, 8, 9, 10 from the One Ring. I guess we would have board wiped if they didn't, right? But, like, if they just took it and then we didn't draw removal, 8, 9, 10 from casting the One Ring. Drawing 1 card from the One Ring wouldn't do much, so they would need to cast another spell. That would be 11. Maybe the map before the One Ring? I don't know. It would have been close. We were fighting there for our life, though. That's a very good point to stop, though. We are safely into rare territory. Pay 1 life. Land. I forgot about Secundis. Sus Secundis? Honestly, Uthros also wouldn't be bad for Kefka, right? Because we're playing so many, we're so very clearly in the artifact theme, right? We've got a third of our deck is artifacts. Uthros wouldn't be bad at all. But we will bring in Polluted Delta. And go down a swamp. That'll bring us up to 31. And we can now tutor for our Surveillance. I think next I will do Scalding Tarn, and then instead of getting more shocks, fetches, I would do shocks. So that we can get untapped sources as well. That's where stream's gonna end, though. We went a lot further than I expected to, honestly. That was pretty good. We're gonna jam more Kefka on next Monday. But I'm gonna watch this Kirby Air Riders Direct tomorrow. I'm very excited for that. And we'll do... That won't be streamed, but I'll be chatting about it in the Discord. And then we'll do Rain World on Wednesday and Friday. We're very close to the end of our Gourmand run, which means we're like a third of the way through the game, technically, I think. Something like that. But I appreciate you guys hanging out and chatting with me. Chilling, vibing, relaxing. I will be back on Wednesday, but for now, take care of yourselves. Always remember to tell the people you care about that you love them. And I'll see you later. Bye!